Good morning, good morning. We're on our way to breakfast. It's a very, very rocky day.
Very rocky. They did warn us.
They did.
So we're day 3, and we're obviously going to be seeing what the news is on whether we're still heading towards getting in tomorrow or not. And I'm sure that'll be announced throughout the morning. Sorry, behind us. But yeah, so for now we just thought, let's just go and have brekkie, let's get fueled.
I think we're going to go to the pantry though, because that line for waterfront is
I reckon that's the line for the coffee.
Oh, let's go and find out. Oh, that was a big drop. Whoa.
Whoa, that was huge. I actually felt like I left my head in my stomach in 2 different places just then.
So right now we are at the very front of the ship.
Yeah.
So there's the walking track that goes around deck 7 and out up onto deck 8, and you can go to the very front. And it might, there's some pictures on your screen now, it might not really show up too well, but
yeah, we went up and up and up and up and up, and then we dropped and the waves sort of up the side.
Yeah, it's interesting. It doesn't really come through the front here. It's sort of shoots up the sides. So we've been told that at this stage we're going to continue heading towards Brisbane, and in about 6 hours or so, over the next 6 hours, it's going to get a lot rougher. Here goes another drop, and then comes the lift.
Not as bad as the one before, but my stomach's still down there a little bit.
Drop. Yeah, so we will see how the day goes. They're not sure yet if they're going to get into port tomorrow.
Still waiting to hear on that one, and then the officers were saying the same thing. They're just waiting to hear from the port as well on what is going to be. But for now, it seems and rolling a lot.
Yeah, very much. Very much.
When we say the rocks on recently, like in other cruises.
Yeah, no.
You haven't been in one this rough yet?
No, this is my roughest. It's not too bad. Like, I'm not so far anyway. We'll see how the rest of the afternoon goes.
Yes.
Yeah, you can certainly see the ship rising up and down at the moment. So I'll see. It's hard to say because there's not really anything out there except horizon to give you perspective, but.
Yeah, the better shots were upstairs.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. So yeah, we got cut off a little bit by that message. That was just the normal entertainment announcement for the morning. Deb's here now, over here, just around a bit more to the side. So just below us is where the water's actually breaking at the moment on the ship. So anyway,
this is going to be our entertainment for the day.
Watching the waves break, yeah, definitely could be.
There's plenty of stuff going on inside, but yeah, this is fascinating for us. But we'll see what else is going on a little bit later. I need coffee right now.
Coffee. Let's go to time for a coffee run. I'm trying not to.
Easy to walk through here.
It is. Well, there you go. There was our last.
Oh, sorry.
There was our last P&O lunch.
Oh no! What did you say? It's your last tomato soup.
It was my last tomato soup.
That was what was the problem. It's actually been really nice. Again, we've run into our other old, I wouldn't say old waiters, but waiters that we've had before.
Plenty of, and had a number of times before.
I'm not calling you guys old, I promise. No, so that was a lovely lunch. That lamb kofta was so good.
Told you, didn't I?
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Yes,
it is really nice.
It's a shame that. That's maybe the last.
Well, it'll be interesting to see, like, they keep in the restaurants, but whether they change the menus over. Stay tuned, because we'll be able to tell you that later this month when we come back on board.
100%. All right, we have been a little bit boring today because it's big work day, and we're just showing you the seas because that's pretty much the entertainment.
We're getting closer and closer back to Brisbane, though. The seas are getting rougher and rougher, and we're seeing that. And we've had some really big rolls even now while we were sitting in having lunch. So we might head up to deck 7 and have a look.
Absolutely.
Maybe see what's on in the schedule for the day.
Yeah, let's go.
All right, so we are out on the deck at the moment, and you might actually be able to just see the horizon moving up and down behind. It's yeah, quite a rock on it at the moment. Oh, there we go. There's huge waves at the moment. We're just rocking through it though. We've got a fairly slow speed. I just saw on one of the screens that we're only moving at about 7.5, 8 knots at the moment. But yeah, during lunch there were a couple of rocks, as we mentioned, that really sort of, the ship got a bit of a list on it, which was interesting because the whole horizon was actually disappearing in the windows and then reappearing again. So we're just Deb's over here taking in the views.
So majestic to watch.
Yeah. There it is out behind us. Getting the yeah, just a lovely rock. It's actually, there are a few people that are saying they're feeling a bit off today, but it's not too bad. And I think that's, as ships have got bigger over the years, it's certainly made it that they're more durable and enduring to these types of weather systems. Although, as we said earlier, as we get closer to Brisbane, it's certainly going to get probably a bit worse as the day goes on. Really can't tell too much on the camera, I don't think, but the waves are huge. There is spray all up and down deck 7 now. So it's a couple of hours since we were last out here on deck. Yeah, like trying to get you a good angle here. Hang on. There you go, smack them right up against the ship.
Unfortunately, on this trip, Matt has been unable to do the water slides. He was hoping for his very last time while on board to take a ride on the water slides, but no, it's been way too rocky, and yeah, they couldn't operate them. The winds were way too high up the top, but you know, he'll get to ride them on Carnival instead, so it's not the biggest loss, but yeah, that was a shame that he really wanted to do that today. Anyway, let's go and see what else is happening. As you can see, they closed the pools off a little bit earlier today. As I think, it's a little bit dangerous for somebody to be in there with these waves. As you can see, oh. What?
See, I don't know, Mr. C.
What about?
Double denim. You're like going like.
I'm going to go the triple denim.
Triple denim.
I'm just going to smash it out. I'm never ever going to wear all these three things together ever again in my life.
I don't know. It looks pretty trendy. It looks pretty cool.
Let's go with that one tonight.
Yeah,
let's put it all on.
Yes,
all right.
And
Have you gone the triple?
I'm not as good as you.
Wait.
I've just got double denim.
Double denim, denim.
I haven't done this in 30 years.
This is very true. It has been a while. I remember going to discos and it was all about, oh my gosh, are you wearing your double denim? Yeah. 100% in the 90s, we were literally calling each other up. Which kind of denim? Which denim?
What denim?
Denim.
Wash denim, stone denim.
But this is what we did in the 90s.
Yeah, this is, well, for a period of the 90s.
Yeah.
We went through a lot of fashion styles in the 90s.
This is true. I would say this is mid-90s.
Yeah.
Because I was doing this in a high school, at the end of my high school. No, beginning of high.
Early mid.
No, actually, yeah, I'm going to go with
early mid.
Early mid.
Early mid.
Yes.
You still had a little bit of colour and brightness in the early 90s, coming out of the 80s, and it was sort of it crossed over with the denim. Anyway, we are.
Sorry.
You can hear some music. It's inspiring us. We're going to head off to a show now. We're going to go and see the 90s show, like band.
Yeah, 100%. So they're going to be playing all different 90s music. So
yeah. So we're going to head off to that, and we will see you in the next bit.
See you soon.
explore with the latest cultural walk, Y2K and Tuna Bar. And it felt so good. I got it on the tail. You brought it down. We only get what we give.
Wow, what a great show that was. The
Oh, that took me back to the 90s.
Look, and the way it opened, with Robbie Williams.
How good was that?
I think a lot of people forget that, he was there in the 90s, right? He kind of got his kickstart in the 90s with the band, and no.
No.
I don't know, maybe I'm just in denial about getting old. Maybe that's what it is.
But they had different TV shows of the 90s.
Yeah, that opening montage was pretty cool, yeah.
And they just played, a bunch of different stuff from, Double Braithwaite to Bachelor Girl.
Crowded House, Bachelor Girl.
That was, it was the Nothing But 90s by, what was it? Retro?
Rebels of Retro.
Rebels of Retro.
Yeah, so they put on a show. Robin from Girlfriend.
Yeah, she's awesome.
There. She's awesome.
But they're on the stage doing the sideward shuffles like we all are doing. We're walking the whole thing.
Yes.
I mean, just to note, they had to cancel the Blanc de Blanc show because it's too dangerous for anybody to be dancing. At least these guys were just standing on stage singing or playing an instrument, so no dancing. So unfortunately for those that had Blanc de Blanc,
yes,
they got a full refund, obviously, for that.
Yep.
But anyway, we're going to head to dinner.
Let's go to dinner. I'm hungry.
Yeah, it's been a while, hasn't it?
It has been. Well, it's been a busy day. I've been doing a lot of work today.
Yes.
Haven't really moved to. I've come out for little peeks and then
that's right.
back to work, unfortunately, with this cyclone creating some additional work that's needed to be tended to. Let's go and
let's go have dinner.
Excellent. Yum, yum, yum. Alrighty, well, after dinner, we, which was a lovely last dinner.
Yeah, it was nice. Yeah.
For P&O, last P&O dinner anyway.
Yes, that's it's not last supper.
Not a last supper, no. So we've been out on deck, check out the waves again, because we just love staring at the waves.
We do.
And we've been to the room, we started doing our pack. We have to get off very early in the morning. We have to basically be some of the first off in that first roll off and get to our workplaces. And therefore, we've started our pack already. Bags are still in the room. Interestingly, in the hallways, not a lot of bags have been left out tonight, I've noticed.
I think most people are rolling off. But before we go into the music, where are we going?
We're going to the Double Denim Party.
Triple denim.
Triple denim in Deb's case.
Yep, we're going to go and check out the Double Denim Party in the lobby.
Yes, and then no doubt we'll end up at the Blue Room as well.
Can't have too late a night.
No, we cannot, but let's go party. Let's party and farewell P&O.
Fantastic. And we're going to play the most fantastic tunes from the 90s. Get on the dance floor, hurry, let's go! I want to see you dancing up. All the way up there, I see you right there. And I see you, let's go! She's in superstition, like cats and blue dog. I feel revelation. Take it back.
Hey? I know, but still. Say to you, but that's not
But baby, you're gonna be the one that saves me. You're not wrong. You're
that's a wrap. That is our last P&O Australia cruise.
I don't quite know how to feel about it.
Hey, look,
I was walking past multiple things tonight, P&O tutorial or just, anything. And I'm like, next time we get on here, that's all going to be gone.
it's all going to be Carnival.
Yeah. So, you know what, P&O, it's been a ride.
It's been, this cruise has been a ride.
Yeah, this is very true.
Not this ship, but obviously, P&O Pacific Dawn was the first cruise we did together. It's actually my first cruise.
I did the Pacific Sun before that.
Yeah.
So, we've had a bit of a history with P&O and it does feel like home to us. So
this ship in particular has been home to us for a while too.
Yeah.
With it home porting in Australia. So the Marquee Theatre we're just going up to now.
But yeah, tonight we went and did the Double Denim Party. I think we said we better stop now because the ship is just rolling so much still.
Let's roll.
Cyclone Alfred, you're taking us home.
You're giving us a bit of a wind in the tail. So.
Yeah, 100%. So it has been a fantastic night. We have, after the Double Denim Party, that we went and hung out in the Blue Room with Rob and Al and some fantastic other people that we met on this cruise.
Yeah. How good was the Denim Party? I mean, it was a lot of fun, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was actually.
Yeah, nice to just chill out, some great 90s music again. And the Blue Room, as you were saying, with Copper Top and the crew in there doing
they were fantastic, actually. We've enjoyed the last 3 nights with them.
Yeah, it's been really good.
Yeah.
And lots of boogieing and dancing tonight. Just, one last P&O dance.
But for now, it is the early hours of the morning.
It is.
We have to get off bright and early.
Yes, we've got a very busy day ahead, both of us. We have to hit the ground running when we get home for work.
Yes.
We've been both working here on the ship today. So, yes, this vlog has been a bit different, but our work requires us, particularly when there are weather events pending, like the one we are seeing at the moment, to attend to those.
Yeah, that's correct.
So that's what we've been doing, and we are wrapping up now, saying goodnight. Thank you for joining us on this one last cruise. Here's
good night to these two.
Here's some familiar cruises. Say hello. We've been on a couple of cruises where we've come across these guys now.
So we appreciate your company throughout the cruise.
Lovely having a chat with you.
But for now, it is farewell P&O.
Farewell P&O. We will see you tonight, guys.
I don't know how to say that. Bye P&O.
Farewell P&O. There are some photos on the screen now as this video wraps up that will sort of take you through some of our favourite memories. And at the end, there will be some videos linked that you might find helpful. We hope you enjoyed this little look back at our time on P&O over the years.
P&O.
We will see you in the next video. And we will see you on Carnival Encounter at some point soon.
Good night.
Good night.
Show me life, show me love, make a change, time is up. We can wait for better days, but the days won't come. Show me life, show me love, show me life, show me love. Make a change, time is up. We can wait for better days, but the days won't come. Show me life, show me love. This is all we got. Show me life, show me love. This is all we got. Show me love, show me love. This is all we got. Show me love. Show me love. ground. But I know you will turn it around. Oh, this is all we got. And I know you'll make mistakes. Get interference and lose your way. Find the light when it rains. Oh, this is all we got. Show me light, show me love, make a change. Time is
Well, welcome to the 17th Disco Glen Party on P&O Pacific Adventure.
Show me love, show me love, show me light, show me love, make a change. Time is up. We can wait for better days, but the days won't come. Show me light, show me love. This is all we got. Show me light, show me love. This is all we got.